What's up, guys? Abstract Tiger Productions here. I'm Chris.
I'm Drew.
And we're back with another episode of Bad Batch. Last time on Bad Batch, we finished up apparently a little two-parter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A little two-part arc on Ryloth. Surprisingly, not that many. The people that we thought were going to die did not die.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so Hera's mom is still alive. Commander Hauser's still alive, though I don't know how much longer because he got arrested for treason at the very end.
Yep. Crosshair finally got his mission to go hunt down the Bad Batch.
Yes, Crosshair finally got his mission.
That's all the notes I have.
Yeah, that's really about it. I mean, that's kind of it. We did have Hera actually flying by with a co-pilot that didn't really do anything. By herself, didn't really take off very well. We don't know how she landed because I didn't see that part. But her chaotic flying really confused everybody.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides. But we did have what happened, what was Hera wanted happen, which were her mom and dad rescued from being captured by the Empire.
Right.
Let's see. I think that's about it.
Yeah. Admiral Rampart finally understands just how destructive and dangerous the Bad Batch is, and I don't know what it is with the Syndulas and refineries liking to be exploded, but man, I don't want to be that insurance company. I'm just saying. Those claims have got to be insane. Oh, Hera blew up another one? Dang it.
Chopper got to infiltrate as a droid.
Just a regular droid. Try to pretend to be as normal as possible.
Yes. I am wondering, did we just see his start of his little psychotic rampage of killing other droids at that time, or has he done this before?
I think he's done this before because he knew exactly where to...
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the only reason why that's the one droid Hera grew up with. It was like Highlander. There can be only one. I am the only droid for the Syndulla family. No other droids can come before me.
Yeah.
All
right.
But golly, I love Chopper.
Yeah. And of course, he was voiced as himself.
Yes.
Okay, sure. All right.
Chopper as himself.
Yes. All right. Well, where we go from this week, I'm not sure. I did accidentally see the title earlier.
Shame on you.
Yeah, well,
I haven't. But I saw last week's episode's title before, so I guess we're even now.
Yeah. All right. Bad Batch. Let's see. Infested. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Could mean a lot of different things. Oh, we're back on Sid's place.
Yeah.
She failed to mention the drop zone will be swarming with Gundarks.
It is not the first time she has left out.
Oh, okay. So it's been a little while since the Ryloth thing.
Yeah.
Gundarks. Swarming with Gundarks. Oh, hello. Who are you?
It's rude to barge into one's office unannounced.
This isn't your
Where's
office.
Sid?
Guess again.
And where is Sid?
Sid's out. This parlor and Ord Mantell are now my territory. But if you're looking for work, I might have use for you.
We'll think about it.
You do that.
Will we have to find her and help her?
Nope.
Nice to see one of you cares. Now.
Why am I not surprised?
So you boys met Roland. He's a former client and the son of crime boss Issa Durand. But we are taking it back.
We?
If I lose, you lose. Don't forget how good I've been at keeping secrets.
Ooh.
I believe she's threatening us.
You're quick.
When we needed help, we came to Sid, remember? Now she needs help. We can't just walk away.
You tell him, Tiny.
So what's your plan?
You won't disrupt his supply chain by stealing the shipment and thereby sabotaging the deal.
Very good, Goggles. When the Pikes come to collect, Roland won't be able to pay, and he'll be their problem.
You know, I don't think it's gonna go that easy.
Not at all.
Never does.
This is a stealth mission. You boys are good at that, right?
Oh,
Tiny,
Wrecker doesn't like the word
Goggles,
stealth.
good with me.
Really old school hand pump. Wow, was this the 1930s?
It was a long
Great.
time ago.
I am getting, you know, I'm getting like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Temple of Doom.
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom,
Now listen up.
except not
We
as
pass
rickety.
through those doors. Not a peep out of anyone. We don't want to wake the hive.
Hive.
The
Hive.
caverns have a slight infestation problem.
What?
Light isn't the problem.
Oops.
What did I say?
It was an accident.
Why are you still sitting there? You should be moving.
Go.
Yes.
Keep moving.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's very creepy. You just hear the weird, ominous noises, and you see nothing. And then it just goes quiet.
Without eyes on the office, how do we know Roland is not inside?
I've got that covered.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Right.
Ooh, piece of candy.
All clear.
So far, okay. Well, I have a feeling the insect things are going to come back. Because they wouldn't call it infested for...
And I thought Rekka was a slub.
Can the commentary. Roland won't be gone for long.
Okay, new plan.
You coward!
There you are.
At
Good girl.
least he's nice to pets, I guess.
Indeed.
It's a
I'll seal the door.
plus.
Spice.
Oops. It's all gone.
Gone!
Well, there's gonna be a blaster fight, and that's gonna wake up the bugs.
Yes.
If those laser brains woke the hive, we're all dead.
Ah.
Hammer up the engine.
Ah. Okay, I'm getting like
They're avoiding the light.
Alfred Hitchcock Birds vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least we got rid of the spice, right?
You have nothing to bargain with again. So that's how this thing always goes.
You are out of your depth, Durand. Either you correct this grave mistake, or you and your entire family will experience what pain truly feels like.
Yeah, the Pikes have real no chill. They just don't care that you're pointing guns at them. And
Kill them all.
Wait, we don't have the spice on us, but we know where it is.
My patience is wearing very thin. If you know where the spice is, then you should have no problem retrieving it. Until you do, the child stays here.
Not happening.
You misunderstand. This is not a negotiation.
The terror creatures we encountered in the cavern are Earlings. They are nocturnal insects with visual sensitivity to thermal registers. Our best chance is to strike before nightfall.
Muscles and I will rappel down into the cavern and locate the crate.
he doesn't do well with heights.
I got the key to this mess.
Nope.
I'll get her out.
But at least we don't have to worry about any more head bonks.
True.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
And this time, don't drop it.
Yes.
I was surprised that container didn't bust open at that fall. That was pretty good height that it fell from.
Yeah. Very well made canister, I guess. Container.
Yeah.
Whoever is manufacturer must make really a lot of bank with that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, there it is.
That's what happens when you meddle in other people's business.
Us. You're the one who took Sid's power from her.
You take what you want. That's the Durand way. It's a tactic my mother's perfected.
So she's a criminal too.
Ugh, you make it sound so undignified. If
Undignified.
she saw me now.
It's almost night. Those things are gonna wake up.
I am preparing for that possibility.
What are you gonna do? Make a sun bomb?
I mean,
That would work.
it worked in Daybreak.
That's great.
Took out a whole nest of vampires.
Rest later.
Oh.
Quit squirming.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
This is where things go wrong.
Yeah.
You jinxed it.
Maybe they didn't hear it.
I don't think we're that lucky.
You're not.
No.
Me neither. Rekka, what's going on?
Erlings. Lots of them. What's up with the spice?
Really?
Is he really making a sun bomb?
Incoming!
Unless it's something like Sonic-wise that did. Oh, yes. It's a sun bomb. What?
As cool as it is,
Okay.
totally unrealistic, but sure.
You could call it a big giant flashbang, then, I guess. Which is more flash than bang.
Right.
That wasn't so bad.
I'm okay.
Kill him and you'll be starting a war with Issa Durand. Do you want that heat right now? Call this a bad deal and walk away.
We do not accept bad deals.
Oh.
Chop off a horn?
Yep, chopped off one of those
Our
horns.
business is finished. It would not be wise for our paths to cross again.
I don't know. Ruby likes him. Maybe he's not all bad.
was Roland?
Let's see. Well, okay. That was very self-contained.
Yes.
Had more of a, well, to a certain degree,
Tom Taylorson.
Okay.
No idea who that is.
No, but had that little bit of a horror film vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So bugs, nocturnal bugs, lots of them.
That swarm.
It swarms, yes.
In circular motions. Like, they didn't fly straight. They always flew.
No, it's
in
like, it
circles.
reminded me a lot of like the way bats fly, or,
Yeah,
or whenever
yeah.
they came out of, like, you know. So that's interesting. And since they're primarily nocturnal, they don't really have good, or they're not. They have no high sight whatsoever, except for maybe like thermal vision, but they primarily react to sound.
Mm-hmm.
Though it was pretty cool. I called it again. Tech made a sun bomb, essentially. Basically a flash grenade that wasn't a bang. It had no bang. It just.
But the flash was a lot of flash.
Very long and very, very bright.
So I have a question.
Okay.
They name dropped Roland's mom 3 times that I recall. Is she a character from Clone Wars?
I have no idea who it's from.
Okay,
I
Issa
don't
Durand.
fucking-
I don't remember that name ever being mentioned in Rebels or anything like that.
I don't either.
So I wonder if that means that they're setting up for her to appear in either later on this season or second season as like, because of you, my son has been maimed or whatever because he lost his horn.
Well,
Like she's going to blame the Bad Batch.
I don't
for
know
his
if you're
deal
going to
falling
blame. Maybe it was. I mean, he could have easily have lost his life,
Right.
whatever. And I think, I mean, this is just like, I don't know. I mean, we could probably see it. You know, go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back as like you saved his life essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I owe you some sort of, the word escapes me right now. Favor.
Yeah.
That could be the way I feel like it's probably going to go, rather than the more darker way.
See, I figured it would be the more dark, the darker, darker.
Yes.
Darker way, only because like this episode read not only as a horror movie but also like a street level gang movie, almost like Godfather style a little bit.
Kinda, a little bit.
I have a feeling they wouldn't have name dropped her and said, "Do you know who his mom is?" Like,
I mean,
the
it
way
could
that they
also
said
be-
it was to inspire intimidation.
And it could also be from those who have read the canon novels, a nod towards something like that. I know they do some stuff like that.
Right.
I don't really read that often, those or anything at all, really. So it could be something like that.
Yeah.
All
I've read is Krennic and the Rogue One novelization. I want to read the Thrawn books.
The only thing I have really read, it was basically the 40th anniversary book, which is actually a collection of little stories that kind of takes place either just like right before episode 4 happens and then goes all the way through to the end of the movie where it ends. Just little stories, collection of stories about other characters that are there that you just kind of like are in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's several little stories and stuff like that dealing with some of the people that are in the cantina.
Right. Okay.
Some of them dealing with the band, and some of them dealing with some of the other two people, the other patrons there.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It's an interesting read. I didn't recognize really any of the other authors, except I did recognize Will Wheaton and Ashley Eckstein actually did a collab on a story.
Oh.
So that was interesting. It was like, oh, okay. There's also
Will Wheaton wrote a Star Wars story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not just a Trek guy.
No. I was saying I didn't know he wrote.
Yeah.
I wasn't saying.
Oh, okay.
They can't cross over. I was saying I didn't know Will Wheaton wrote.
Probably the neatest story that I remember out of reading. It's been a while since I've read it. I read the book. It's a little. Apparently, it takes place post, like, the movie.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'd take that back. There's a couple of them. There's like a couple of. It's like right before the celebration thing at the end, where Luke and Han get their medals and Chewie gets nothing. Poor Chewie.
Yeah.
But there is like this little conversation, I guess you could say, between some of Leia's what would you call them?
Handmaidens?
Maybe handmaidens.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, she is was a princess, so yeah. I guess you could say handmaidens that were basically came with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of stuck with her. Once they found that she was rescued and brought to Yavin 4, they came and came there.
Right.
And some of the few Alderanians that survived.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they were kind of, basically talking about how, even though she's putting up this big, this front about, being the strong front and whatnot, that, she still, she's devastated because of what happened to Alderaan and stuff like that. And it was an interesting little thing. Because you really don't get that. I mean, you get a little bit with Cara Dune.
Yeah.
Just maybe a couple of minutes or 4 in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But you never really get to hear from the people who actually survived. The ones that were off-world.
Right.
I'm sure any of the ones that were on Coruscant were probably hunted down and killed.
Yeah.
Because... Palpatine. No, don't have to say anything else other than that. But there was this other story where it focuses on Yoda.
Okay.
And he's like having a force vision, or a force conversation, force vision / conversation, I guess you could say, with Obi-Wan.
Okay.
About the student is ready. And
talking about before he reaches out to him on Hoth?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And Yoda really had his sights set on Leia as opposed to Luke.
Yes. Okay, I remember there being something about... I remember this because it was something from Legacy that got transitioned into one of the it's not G canon, but I think they called it S canon because it's the Skywalker saga.
Okay.
But it's not like the new Disney canon that's official now. It's like it went from old Legacy to new Legacy. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, it got put in one of the comic books. The Marvel Now comics, if I remember right. But yeah, I remember reading something about that where Yoda wanted to train Leia instead of Luke because he was afraid that Luke would have the same temptations as his father. Yeah.
And then basically Obi-Wan is like, no, that's not who I was preparing.
Right.
So
right.
yeah, that would have been an interesting. What if the roles had been swapped?
What if?
Wow. I mean, not necessarily that Luke was, didn't go to Tatooine and Leia didn't get adopted on, by Bail Organa
Right.
on Alderaan, but what would have happened if actually it was Leia that had, I guess, had her Force abilities more trained? That sounds weird. But,
Well, they kind of, I don't want to say they retconned it because nothing is technically retconned when it's canon, but they did say that post the Battle of Endor, Luke trained Leia to become a full Jedi.
Yeah, and she didn't finish her
But if
training,
the roles, if the roles had been reversed,
it would have been interesting to see. I mean,
putting Leia with
Obi-Wan for a brief time. I would have Obi-Wan actually have really sacrificed himself, because up until that point, I mean, the only one, he spent time with was Luke. Just even introducing and that whole thing with the training remote and Han laughing at him getting shot.
Yeah.
But would have been interesting to see what that training would have entailed. But I figure with Yoda it would have been about the same, sort of. But I think he would have had to have started a little bit more from ground zero, because I'm sure Bail would not have ever really mentioned her true heritage to her. I mean, with Luke, he definitively got put, this is your uncle,
because
that's the relationship that they had. That's
right.
it. With Leia, it was pretty much we adopted her as a daughter.
Yeah, even last name wise.
Yes.
Luke was a Skywalker.
Yeah.
Leia
was an
Organa.
Yeah, and then became a Solo Organa, or however she hyphenated it. Yeah, became a Solo for.
I don't. Like in context of them talking about her, even Poe, they don't ever refer to her as a Solo. They call her General Organa. It was like she maintained her name.
Maintained it, but by that time, her and Han had separated.
Well, I think of it almost like celebrities. They'll maintain their name even though they are married.
Yeah.
They just don't ever go through and do all the legal changes, which I don't know how that would work.
I mean,
under New Republic rules, do you have to change your name if you get married?
I don't know.
Anyways,
that's a galaxy far, far away. And
do we know anyone who's hyphenated?
My sister.
I meant in Star Wars.
Oh, sorry. You didn't clarify, okay? You just generally threw that out there.
In context, that was...
No, I don't think so.
Comments help me out. I don't think that required clarification, but okay. We're talking about Star Wars.
I don't think so. I think Hera kind of kept the same, but then again, her and Kanan were never married. Ooh.
I thought they did between 3 and 4. I thought that officially got married.
No, I don't think so. Not with the conversation that they were having after her special feeling after being tortured by.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they were married.
I really thought they were married because I was thinking, in that case, would it be?
It would have been Hera Syndulla. Well, would she have taken Doom or Jarrus?
Whoa, my brain just blew up.
What?
Sorry, I was thinking Caleb Dune, Cara Dune. My brain went for a second. I was imagining them as brother and sister, and that would be a crazy connection.
No.
I know it's not canon, but that was where my brain went. No, I was thinking, would it be Syndulla Dune or would it be Syndulla Jarrus? So that's why I was doing that math in my head, and then I was like, wait, Dune. Whoa.
Well, it's Caleb Doom with a
Doom.
yeah.
I thought it was Dune this
No,
whole
no,
time
no.
with an N.
No, it's a
Don't come after me.
D-U-M-E.
Okay.
Is Caleb's actually last name.
Okay.
Cara Cynthia Dune, D-U-N-E.
Yeah.
So,
I really thought they were both Dune.
yeah, they.
Okay.
Yeah. So, a little clarification there. Anyways, that was a wild tangent, a side tangent there that we went off on.
It happens every week. It'll
yeah.
keep happening. Stay tuned.
Hey, you know, this is why you come here, for the fun.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, well, there,
Makes
I
the
do
drive
have-
worth it.
Yeah. And apparently it has been some time before, since Ryloth.
Yeah.
Because the group was talking about a beach being swarmed by Gundarks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with Gundarks.
Well,
Is that a Clone Wars thing?
well, no, it's been something that's been mentioned through the entire series, even in the movie.
I'm
but-
not putting a picture with a face, I
Well,
guess.
I mean, you do actually get to see them in Clone Wars.
Okay.
Basically, the first time you actually see them on screen, I think it's in the one where Count Dooku has been captured by, quote unquote, captured by Hondo.
Yeah, Hundo.
Group,
Yeah.
and Obi-Wan and Anakin are like trapped in a cave. Anakin is wrestling with a Gundar.
Okay. Yep,
And
I got it.
As Obi-Wan is very casually trying to repair his lightsaber.
Yeah. I remember now. Okay.
Yeah.
I
and then
forgot those were Gundarks. Okay.
Yeah, and then Ahsoka comes and rescues them out of the cave, and
Just watched that episode like 2 weeks ago. That's what's really bad. Like I've been on a huge Hondo kick because
Hondo.
we know Hondo is in Clone Wars and we know Hondo is in Rebels, so obviously he survives.
Yes.
And so I'm just waiting for them to have him show up in Bad Batch at least once. And so that's why I'm like, I'm gonna rewatch everything with Hondo to see if I can catch any like Easter eggs that might be mentioned in this. But no, I forgot about Gundarks completely.
Oh man. So
Hondo's another one of my favorites.
yeah.
I love Hondo.
He well, in his prime, he was either really, really not a good guy or not so good guy. He had a pretty mean streak, and he's definitely out for himself.
Yeah.
But
Ezra fixed him.
yes,
Ezra fixed him, and then
Ezra fixed him.
and then we got Vijaga.
Vizago.
Vizago.
Yes.
I don't know why I put an H on that.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know. Maybe it's like Budapest. Budapest, that whole argument.
Black Widow reference.
Yes.
That's great. Oh. Side note.
Yeah.
That movie was really good.
It was. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. So I guess Nelson has her place back now. So
Yeah. And
I guess we're coming up on the last 3 episodes. So
brain.
this was definitely a self-contained episode, and if they follow suit, we may have one more self-contained episode, and then we'll have the finale. I have said many a times what I've speculated. You can watch videos past to get that. I'm not going to repeat myself again. But I have a feeling that they're not going to be staying on Ord Mantell for very much longer.
No, that just drew too much attention to them. And now they know their Crosshair's after them, so there's no way.
Well, they don't know Crosshair's after them. They know Crosshair's been on several places that they have been, but they don't know that he's been given direct orders now to give full chase. So
no, that's not what I meant. I was talking about. I get the feeling that there's going to be a line of dialogue in the next episode where Tech's going to be like, "Hey, we need to keep moving. We are getting too comfortable here."
Yeah, or something like that. Maybe not Tech. Tech's not that feedy, as we know by his views on flight.
Yeah, what's feeling?
Though he manages to drift a starship in atmosphere.
Yeah, that was pretty slick.
Which, yeah. I kept having, like, memes of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift going through my head. Tech is the new DK. Oh, boy.
Oh. Wow, that just happened. I had something, and then I lost it when I started thinking about Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, just a reminder for everybody out there, the first week in probably the second week, most likely, in August, there is not going to be any episodes come up, because I'm going to be going on vacation. It's something I have been looking forward to, especially with this past week. It's been very busy for me. So we'll be taking a little bit of a break, a little time to recharge the batteries and whatnot.
Batteries.
Yeah.
Sorry, I literally got the image of like a tree with a bunch of bats as the fruit.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's a thing from another channel I watch.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I'll explain later.
Fair enough.
Do the whole Doctor Who thing. I'll explain later.
Yeah.
So I guess until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you do not miss any of the new episodes. Also, check out our Patreon down there in the link in the description below. As I hope, as of right now, this video, things should be up and running as they should, as everything. We have some tiers there. You can check that out. We'll be posting hopefully more videos there that are going to be Patreon exclusive. And once I have more time and able to work it into my schedule a little bit more, might be having some full-length reaction type of things, but that probably won't be for a while. But, you know, there will be a lot of exclusive things that are going to go up on Patreon. Hope, and also be looking forward to this. Once Bad Batch is done, we'll probably also have a poll come up to not necessarily find something to replace Bad Batch, though it is going to be replacing Bad Batch because, you know, Bad Batch is going to be done for the hopefully just a season, because I could go for another season just to see.
Would still be down.
Yeah. It depends on how they end the season, of course. I mean, they could just...
I hope it's not like Rogue One.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was trying to find a delicate way of putting it, but that worked just fine. So, yes. Hey, maybe you should test out the poll and have that be a poll.
Oh, yeah.
On Patreon. So, I may do that. Got to play with the polls to figure out how they work anyways. I got to do that. So, I may do that. So, you know, head over there. I'll put a poll up there, so you go there via Patreon. You can participate in the polls. How do you think the season is going to end? Is it going to be a Rogue One situation, or is it going to be more of a the complete opposite? What would that be?
Riding off into the sunset?
No.
Or flying off?
I was going to say in terms of the movies. Would that be like at the end of like the first, episode 4? Everything's kind of hunky-dory, sort of.
Celebration.
Yeah, celebration, maybe. I don't know. That seems a little too optimistic. I think it's probably going to be not that great. I think it's going to not be as bad as Rogue One, where everybody dies.
Yeah. Omega finds her big brother and goes away with Boba Fett. That's what's going to happen. And the Bad Batch have to come to save her.
Okay, that's like that's the fan fiction ending.
I know. Yeah. I had to throw out one just wild card. You know, like when you take a test and they'll be like, "This is possibly an answer. This is possibly an answer. This is definitely not it, but it sounds right." So that's the one people pick anyway. Or if there's always a multiple choice where it's like all of the above, 9 times out of 10, that's right.
Or if it's one of those other and it's just a blank and you have to write one there, then it's just like, okay.
Yeah, and if you're not a part of our Patreon, feel free to comment below how you think it's going to end anyway. Come up with your own fill in the blank.
Yeah, fill in the blank how you feel the F season is going to wrap up. Whether it's going to be... I mean, I feel like it's going to be very heartstringy pulley.
It's
one way or the other.
Maybe Tech will finally get something emotional. He'll get an emotional conversation. We've had one with Wrecker. We've had one with Hunter. We had a little bit of one with Echo.
Kinda.
So far, the only one who hasn't really had anything is Tech.
Even whenever that episode, I mean, when they were there on, I just forgot the planet's name.
Ryloth?
No.
Oh.
Not Ryloth. Braca.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever Omega was trying her best to get like an answer of what the war was like, the Clone War was like, and Tech just gave a very Webster's dictionary answer of what war was. I'm like, okay, that's not what she's asking.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, I don't have anything else.
Nope.
So until next week, bye bye and be blessed.